babies, like Zeus, stay back to help and assist mom and learn how to take care of the pups. The older animals that can't travel well anymore, they stay back to supervise. Science has proven over and over again years ago that a wolf pack is the closest thing to a human family of any animal on the planet, the way they take care of each other as a unit, not as individuals.
Our school is the wolf pack.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, this will be a good one there. We'll have to have you come up here, Maureen, and take a picture with
Yeah,
Zeus.
definitely.
And what happens is, the hunters, they might go 60 or 70 miles away from the den before they make a kill. Well, they know that back here you must be fed, okay, but you couldn't come on the hunt. So instead of bringing back a big leg bone from an elk or a caribou, their neck muscles are not designed to bring that much meat that distance, and by the time they went to the trees in the brush, probably wouldn't be any meat left on the bones anyway. So what they do is they fill their oversized bellies. As they're approaching the den, coming back this way, all the animals protecting the babies will rush out to greet them. They will be thoroughly sniffed over. If there's an intruder, he will be torn to shreds. He's not even supposed to be in their territory, let alone near these babies. Well, they come back here, and everybody starts begging. You know, they can smell the blood, they can smell the meat on the hunter's breath. They all start begging, encouraging them, give me some food. Well, guys, the problem is, the food's in his belly, but you're hungry, so how do we take care of that? Throw it up, that's a good scientific term. Puke, that's another scientific term. The word we're looking for is regurgitate, okay? So everybody regurgitates. The larger animals, like the yearlings, will eat the bigger, chunkier pieces of meat, and the pups at 4 weeks old will eat the meat that's already well chewed and partially digested. Now there's a good visual there. Makes you want to stop on the way home for a sloppy Joe, doesn't it? Yeah. Next open house, I was telling the girls that handle the food, I says we're going to have sloppy Joes and we're going to advertise them as Gurge burgers and see if they sell. Okay. Now I power fed him yesterday, so you can see he's got a good belly on him. Okay. And actually what I did was between the two of them, I put all the meat I could stuff into a 5-gallon bucket. I dumped it out in there. I put it in 2 separate piles, so there's not a fight over it. And they had all that meat eaten in 5 minutes, and they were back at the gate looking for more. Okay, that's a whole 5-gallon bucket, and they weren't even full yet. Okay. Now basically, he should live to be about 16 or 17. He gets all the same vaccines that you would give your dog. You know, parvo, lepto, the distemper, and all that kind of stuff. So basically, all the medical stuff I do here myself. I'm self-taught at that. The only thing I don't do here is surgeries and like blood work or anything like that. Otherwise, I take care of everything. Actually, guys, over the years, I have hurt myself pretty good, cut myself pretty good. I have a kid in there. I am not going to go sit in the hospital for 4 hours because you're non-emergency, with big flap of skin hanging off, so I sewed myself up 3 times, okay? People were sitting here watching me going, you can't do that. I said, why can't I do that? I said, I'm going to do the same thing they did. I sat there and I just sewed myself, okay? All right, 3 times I've done that. Usually the squeamish ones, I'll call you later, I'm going home. And also one thing that I do get here is roadkill deer. You know, the deer laying on the side of the road, well, those are safety hazards, So usually after I have seen that we've had one or two good frosts, basically meaning no more flies, okay? So basically then I will accept the roadkill from IDOT, from the county and everything. Basically what they do is they just come down the driveway out by the porta potties, they come down in their trucks, they just kick them off into the driveway whether I'm here or not, and I drag them in, okay? One pair of wolves will completely eat a 100-pound deer in 5 days. Everything. Bones, stomach, intestines, everything. I go in there and take nothing out. Okay, I take the jaw bones out. That's the only thing they won't eat. And then I usually hide them down by the creek, and the Cub Scouts find them, and I tell them how to clean them up. And if you'll notice, and when you go down there, because there is a path that goes all the way around the wolves there, in the Arctics there, see the white wolves? Well, he's got blood all over his face. You see the carcass laying there to the left of the deck? That's about 110-pound doe that I dragged in there 2 days ago. Okay, and if you're squeamish, it is a mess. Okay, it is wide open. All the guts and everything are hanging out. And as you can see, they got nice full bellies. Okay, and then usually what I'll do, so that everybody gets some. Once they're full, I let them eat it for 2 days. Then I'll go in there and I'll drag it into another pen and let somebody else finish it off. Okay. Now it's just me and my daughter live here. She just turned 16. She was born upstairs in that bedroom. She's lived here with me her whole life. So I have seen her come home when she was a little kid. She had her little hat with ears on it and her SpongeBob backpack. She'd come off the bus. I would be sitting at the kitchen returning phone calls, scheduling programs, doing the bills or something like that. And she walks right. Some of them have been hit awfully hard. I mean, some of them busted legs, the guts are hanging out and everything. And my little girl, she just walks by and she just walks. Looks like that. She'll come in. Boy, Dad, what hit that? A truck? That's a mess out there, isn't it? If some of the kids that come here saw what lays in that driveway, I tell you, they'd need counseling and be having nightmares. Just another day for her. She helps me